You finally get it, your very first formal paycheck. It's a major milestone, but opening that envelope for the first time often comes with a bit of a knot in your stomach. You look at the numbers and realize you aren't sure how the math works. You see your promised gross pay at the top, but by the time you get to the bottom line, a significant portion of that money seems to have vanished. To understand where that money went, you have to look at this document. This is the Code on Wages, 2019. It is the specific set of legal rules that protects your earnings and dictates exactly how your employer must handle your pay. This law establishes 4 distinct protections that apply to every formal worker in India. These aren't suggestions, they are built-in requirements that your employer must follow. Knowing these 4 features allows you to verify that every number on your paycheck matches the law's requirements, giving you a clear way to confirm your rights are being respected. Feature number 1 is the floor. The government sets a mandatory minimum wage for various types of work, and no private employment contract is allowed to pay you less than that established rate. If you stay late to finish a project, getting paid for that extra time is a legal requirement, not a favor from your manager. The exact math is in Section 14. For every hour of overtime you work, the employer must pay at least twice your normal wage rate. This double pay rule applies specifically to any time spent working in excess of a normal working day. This ensures your time has a legally enforced baseline value, which prevents companies from extracting labor without providing the required compensation. A guaranteed wage only works if you actually receive it on time. That is why the law includes Feature 2, the payout timer. Section 17 sets a strict deadline. If you're a monthly salaried employee, wages must be paid before the 7th day of the following month. There are also rules for when a job ends. If you resign, are let go, or if the business closes down entirely, the law requires an even faster payout. According to Part 2 of this section, all wages owed must be paid within 2 working days of resignation or dismissal. You don't have to wait indefinitely or wonder when your final check will arrive. The law sets a mandatory schedule for your money to reach your account. Now, look at the deductions column on your pay stub. It is important to know that an employer cannot subtract money from your wages for just any reason. Only specific, legally approved items can be deducted, things like your income tax, contributions to your provident fund, or housing advances. Feature 3. The Shield. Section 18 states that combined legal deductions can never exceed 50% of your wages. Additionally, Section 19 limits any fine to just 3%. This part of the code ensures that no matter what your employer claims, you are legally guaranteed to take home at least half of the money you earned. The 4th feature is the annual bonus. While this might be discussed in the office as a performance-based perk, the law actually classifies it as a mandatory entitlement for eligible workers. To be eligible, the requirement is straightforward. You simply need to have worked for the employer for at least 30 days during that accounting year. Section 26 establishes the mathematical floor for this payment. You are owed an annual minimum bonus of 8 1/3% of the total wages you earned that year. These features, the floor, the timer, the shield, and the bonus, work together to protect your income. They ensure that your base pay is fair, your check arrives on time, your deductions are limited, and your bonus is paid. Understanding the Code on Wages gives you the tools to verify your paycheck with confidence. If you know someone who is just starting their first job, share this video with them so they can enter the workforce with a clear understanding of their rights.